Alright guys, it has been a week from hell. I worked tonight for 4 hours to help out my night crew person because the other one, usually I double up on weekends, and one works like for 4 hours and the other works the rest of the night, because weekends get a little bit hectic. They took away my big open air unit and gave me a small one. I mean, it's a little bit deeper of a shelves unit, but it's still smaller.
Your feet are made of feet.
My feet are made of feet.
Yeah.
Zane says hi.
No, I didn't. I said your feet are made of feet.
Zane and his long hair.
For some reason I thought you'd say long ears.
Long hair, no. Robert's got long ears. He used to get made fun of for his ears when he was younger. But it's been a very long week. I had another conference for work on Wednesday. Basically went over the same stuff, like updates for the stores. I'm gonna get digital tags for pricing, which is great. It's just gotta learn how to keep up with them. I'm gonna get a new app for being able to give associates tasks, tracking tasks, temperature tracking of equipment and food products better. I'm gonna be able to do all that. My food planner is still updating. It works every now and then. I'm still insisting that they follow it or learn how to follow it. I am keeping up with who is following it, which is pretty much nobody right now. But they're learning. It's a learning process. So I'm not being harsh about it yet, but I will be soon because they have to learn it. My vault is down again. I've had maintenance out, and apparently all the stores have something wrong or critical or something going on, and it's taking them a while to get around to everybody. They're waiting for a part for mine, but also my frozen goods freezer, ice cream freezer is down. So my cold foods suffering in sales, my hot food suffering in sales. That's the majority of my sales right there. I'm frustrated. I'm beyond frustrated. I'm losing hundreds of dollars a day. On top of that, I have 2 employees that have decided to try to throw me under the bus recently. I guess they got together and decided to come up with some story to tell my boss. I ended up getting written up for it. There was no verification whatsoever. Their stories did not line up. One of them recanted their story entirely and called him back a couple of minutes later and was like, I don't want any part of this. I don't want nothing to do with it. Da, da, da. And then smiled to my face and told me the opposite story. 2 of which I called them out on because I don't play that game. I'm your manager. There's this open door policy for a reason, and if you're gonna lie about me, I have the right to talk to you about it. And I did. I was like, look, that's not okay. Like, you're costing not only my job but your own job, and it's not ethical behavior, and it's not acceptable in the company, and you should know this by now. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm here to run a store, whether you like it or not. We all have to work as a team, whether you like it or not. And if you don't want to work here and you don't want to work under me, transfer. There's hundreds of other stores around here. Find another one. Or quit. Find something else. You know, my feelings aren't going to be hurt. But don't try to take my job and your job at the same time. Because that's exactly what one of them did. Because I had them up for promotion to be shift lead. And after the stunt they pulled and bad-mouthing me and what my boss dubbed as quote-unquote bitching, if they felt the need to bitch, according to him, they're not on my side and they don't deserve any sort of manager or lower management title. and they don't have the best interest of the store or the team or the management. They have no respect, and they clearly aren't understanding the policies for ethics that we have, which is pretty strict. And I agree with them. So I removed her nomination for shift lead because my boss said so. I removed her nomination, which would have been a pay raise of like $1.50 per hour. And probably more hours, but I hate to say that's corporate politics, but that's corporate politics. I mean, you can't throw people under the bus and expect handouts. I'm sorry. And she would have been perfect for shift lead. Huh. So I also have to restrict her access because I gave her access in the meantime to do certain things at Cybertruck. To do certain things that managers can do. But now I have to restrict her access because if she's not going to be able to learn it or much less do it, she's not going to have access to it anymore. On top of that, this week, I have been given a certified store trainer. Me and another store leader who just got certified the other day by her have been given this certified store leader. She's freaking amazing. She's been 13 years with the company. And she actually hired, I think, 2 or 3 of my associates when we bought it back from a franchise. So she knows who's in my store. And she told me right off the bat, I'm going to know if somebody needs to be fired. I'm going to know right away what's wrong with your team. I'm going to know how to fix it. I'm going to know what to train you on. And we get along great. We're both Libras. We both have military background. We both have grown kids. Like, we have a lot in common. We both have the same kind of attitude. Like, we don't tolerate stuff, and we're very upfront, and it comes off as kind of harsh. But we get stuff done, and if we can't get something done, we get really frustrated. We're both really good at math, and we hate English. That's hilarious. So we have a lot in common. I really, really like her. So I'm going to learn a lot from her. I'm going to hopefully become a certified store leader because the other one is now a certified store leader. That's my goal. I also want to be certified. I'm not sure what all that entails yet. I've yet to really talk to her about all that. She came yesterday. She's going to be twice a week at my building. And I basically gave her the rundown of everything going on since I started. And she told me flat out she really likes one of my morning girls, which I told her she would. Oh, like, she's my favorite. And she was like, would she be willing to move up? And I was like, I don't know. Like, she doesn't really have reliable transportation and a reliable babysitter because her kids are little. So that would be the 2 things that would really cause issues as far as her availability, especially in like short-term notice if there was an emergency or something and I needed an assistant manager for something. She sees the problems with the team working together. She sees the problems with the respect aspect. Yes.
You add him to Facebook, right, Chris?
I tried to add him. I don't know if he actually goes on and adds people. I don't know if he added me back yet.
Okay, I just forgot.
Yeah. I know I messaged him. I haven't heard from him since I invited him to your birthday.
No, let's make it sure.
He just stays really busy. He's out in Lynchburg now. It's like 80 degrees outside. It's only 10 a.m. So I'm very red-faced right now. It's a little muggy. It's gonna be warm today. But yeah, she already sees all the cracks, and she's only met one of my associates. Literally. She's only met one. But that's her own observations. She already sees the cracks. She's that good. I love it. She sees where I'm learning the paperwork still. She helped me with it because I messed up something. And she's showing me how to fix my inventory, which is still way too high. I've been explained this more than once how to do it. I'm struggling to do it. It's my problem. If that makes sense. I understand the concept of how to do it. I'm just struggling to get it done. Yesterday night I worked and I went in early, like an hour early, to put in the schedule because I had been working on the schedule at home and I just had to put it in the system. I'm late doing it. I know I'm late doing it because it starts on Thursday. And while I was in the office, right when I was getting done and posting the schedule and putting it up in the group chat, I hear my night shift girl come in and she goes and changes, clothes and stuff for work and comes out and makes sure that the shift change is done so that she's on third shift for the computer. But that second shift's responsibility is to shift change to third shift. It's first shift's responsibility to shift change to second, etc. And I get up and I see that the soda area is a mess, so I grab some cleaning stuff and I go over there and I start wiping down the soda machines, and I hear, I'm not touching this drawer. If you want to come look at it, this is like, I don't know how much this is, but that's way too much money in this drawer. Now this guy works by himself, usually on middle shift, and he worked by himself again. And I've written him up twice now for asset protection for having an overage in his drawers. Now I'm not talking like $20 or $30, which is somewhat understandable, you forget to drop it or something. I'm talking hundreds. He leaves hundreds. Last time I wrote him up was literally only a couple of days ago when he refused to do the shift change when she came in. Flat out refused. And he left hundreds of dollars. I wrote him up for it. So I said, don't touch it. I walked around. I put my rags and everything down. I walked around. And I pulled out my phone. And I took pictures. And then I counted it up. I left a couple of 5s in there. And I pulled out 20 ones. I left a couple of ones in one of the drawers. The other drawer wasn't as bad, but it still had like $100 overage. And I dropped about $300 in the bottom of the safe from the drawers. I still left money in there, like $20 in ones, and it's still a lot. And basically, in most stores, there's a restriction in registers. During the day, it should be about $50 in each register. And at night, it should be about $30 maximum. Like I said, give or take 20 bucks here and there. That's kind of a forgivable thing. It happens. You might have like too many coins or something like that, too many quarters, too many pennies. It happens. You end up with a little bit of an overage. I have a leeway of about 20 bucks or so. But when he did his shift change, I took a picture of that too, in his handwriting, where he wrote down one of the drawers was $260. He didn't even bother to drop the money, and he knew it was an overage, and wrote down $260 for one of them and $100 and something for the other, fully knowing that's not okay. That's against company policy. And he literally just got wrote up for that. Fully knowing. So I took all my pictures. Took pictures of the screen for shift change with his name right at the top of it. showing that he did the shift change, took a picture of the shift change paper, took a picture of the money, took a picture of me depositing the money and the time, because I was told document everything. And this morning, I was like, I'm gonna wait, it's late. This morning I called my certified trainer. And I said, I don't know if you're working on weekends. She goes, I'm always available. I said, I just have a question to run past you. I've written him up twice. The first time, the area leader at the time insisted that I write him up, him and another associate, for an overage. They were like $50 over on their drawers and they worked together. And last time, recently, I put him on a final warning because the first one was a written warning, the second one's going to be a final warning. I'm sorry. It's policy. I'm not going to beat around the bush on that one. Like, if you got robbed, that's hundreds of dollars we lost. And I explained what I witnessed and the pictures that I took and everything. And the fact that he worked alone again. And the fact that he wrote it down. It's in his handwriting. Like he didn't care. And I was like, this feels like it's intentional. Like I'm gonna do it and there's nothing you can do about it. Like you can't terminate me. There's you know what I'm saying? Like my job is forever. Yes.
No, when you're done, I got a funny video to show you.
Okay. So I feel like it's intentional. Like, I'll show you your write-up. I'll still keep doing whatever I want. There was no food in the window, which I can go back on the camera and show. That when I walked in there was no food put up, no labels on anything, because you're supposed to label your food and everything. By the time I came around, my night person said that she witnessed him just then putting in food in the window, and it was like 5 items without labels. There's no timestamp labels on there to show when it was made and when it expires. So it's another company violation. That's an eco violation. It's food violation. So I explained all that to her too. And she goes, and I said, am I now at a fireable offense? She goes, if you already given that final warning and he's well aware of it, yes, you are at a fireable offense. I said, well, I guess I will be opening up my second shift position to get that filled. And I will call my area manager Monday morning because I don't want to disturb him over the weekend. And I will get that handled. And this person was one of the people that tried to throw me under the bus. And that's where I had to ask my area leader. I said, at what point are they going to try to claim retaliation? He goes, unless you've got documentation, it's not retaliation. Which is why he questioned me on the last write-up. He was like, I'm just making sure he was by himself. So it was this whole shift in that register or whatever. And I was like, I have him on camera. I sat there and watched him on camera. I sat him and watched him refuse to do a shift change. I mean, he literally threw his hands up. I'm not doing it. You can see it on camera. And then on that shift, it's both of their names because she wasn't sure if she still needed to do a shift change. She wasn't sure because it's supposed to be his job, not hers. It was supposed to be his job to do the shift change. So she wasn't sure if she was supposed to do it. They could have contacted me. I would have told them, yeah, go ahead and do the shift change. But they're learning. They're new. FedEx. You ain't stopping for me. I don't need nothing. You are stopping for me. Is it me or across the street? Across the street. What's our buddy? And my area leader approved that, so that write-up went through. because I verified all the information. I told him I literally watched it all on camera. I took pictures of the drawers right off the camera. When she opened the drawers, I took pictures of the drawers, clearly showing there were 20s and 10s and stuff in there. Clear overage. So, I mean, I highly stress. I mean, that's vitally important. You don't want to get robbed. Period. And that's just inviting it. All they have to do is watch you open a drawer and they see that much money in there. That's just stupid. And he was like, it's not retaliation if you have your documentation. He goes, document everything. So that's exactly what I just did yesterday. I documented every part of it. I have pictures of everything. And I can get it on camera too. Him dodging me, leaving while I'm cleaning the soda machine. You know, all of that. Him counting down his drawer and writing it down. That shows it's his handwriting. So, when she was in the bathroom changing. So it wasn't her. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But at the end of September, my associates get a trainer. Out of which ones I end up with, my whatever associates I have by the end of September, I'll probably have a whole new crew. But my certified leader said that sometimes you got to make a statement. If they show clear disrespect and they can't work together as a team, sometimes you have to make a very bold statement by getting rid of one or two that are the most problematic, and the rest of them will get the hint or not. She was like, build your own team. She encouraged me to just keep the job position open and to just kind of build over them. I don't know how to go about that. I only get a certain amount of hours to hand out, especially for training, and I don't make enough sales for hours as it is. So I don't know how to go about it right now, but I'm figuring it out. So I figured I'd update you guys.
Hey everyone. For dinner, the sausage. Are you fine with me cutting them in halves instead of like quarters?
That's fine as long as they're not big chunks. He's
No.
making jambalaya.
One of the good things I'm still good at. I'm making jambalaya for dinner, which has crawfish tail meat in it, shrimp, canned crab meat, the real crab meat we found on sale for like $4 a can versus 20 something. We're doing andouille andouille sausage, and I'm going to do chicken. And then slow cooker, and we're going to have it for the next couple of nights. And I'm making homemade cheddar biscuits for Zane and I.
Lots of meats. I go to the weight loss doctor on Thursday. I'm going to do a fast for 2 days with my hot tea and see if I can cut some of this weight down. I've been stalled since I went to the weight doctor. Like I'm flat out stalled. It's not going anywhere. So I don't know what more they can do to help me, and that's pretty much what they said too. Diet's not working, meds aren't working, nothing's working.
I'm trying to increase phase protein intake. That's why I'm doing this for dinner tonight. And should we show them a little bit of progress that I'm able to do?
It's up to you.
Okay. So if y'all been following for the past couple months, y'all know about my motorcycle accident. And at one time my arm was in a sling, especially my right shoulder. I've been in PT for the past almost month now, once a week, even though it's supposed to be twice a week.
Yeah.
I'm able to have a certain amount of movement I can do on my shoulder now, and it's this right here, and then that's as far as I can go, but at least I don't have to ask for help to put on a shirt or put deodorant on and any of that other stuff. So, and Bay's been right there, right beside me during my PT. And just the other day was my birthday last week, and Faye got me the perfect shirt. It's a stick figure going over the handlebars of a dirt bike, and it says, "I do my own stunts." And that is my type of humor, and she finally got it after 4 years. It's my favorite thing, and I even wore that yesterday to physical therapy. But I'm going to get back in there and finish slicing up the sausage. Like half a pound of chicken would be suffice.
I guess. A couple of pieces. I mean, it's like chicken. I mean, they're huge pieces.
Yeah. I'll do 2 pieces and weigh it and see how it looks.
Okay. Tired. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Getting stuff straight around here. Cleaning the house. Both at work and at home. I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted. It's a lot. But I'll keep you guys updated. Not many activities or anything going on. Not much to do around lately. So, at best, Zane went to a cat cafe pop-up thing down the street. It was for the Humane Society, and they had like this little bakery that showed up. And proceeds went to the Humane Society, so he got a pastry and stuff. He pet one of the cats a little bit, but he was just kind of, I think, overwhelmed with how many people were there. And but it was interesting, something different. Aside from that, he's gonna get his ID soon. I found his birth certificate. I have my proof of address, and I just gotta have a day off to take him up to the DMV to get his ID. At the end of the month, he has a primary care doctor visit, and then I've got to get a hold of other services and stuff for him and just get the ball rolling on that and get more information. So it's slow progress, but I've got so much going on. Like, I'm just one person. There's only so much I can do. I'm trying. But yeah. Anyway, wish me luck. Because I'm about to fire somebody that is probably going to claim retaliation, and I've already got problems with people constantly calling HR. The night guy that I fired called HR claiming that he was wronged and this, that, and the other, and then my area manager was like, I'll talk to him. I was like, okay, cool. And HR responded in an email to me and was like, well, according to what she wrote, like, she had valid reason and he broke policy, and yeah, that was a term offense, and and we haven't really heard from him since. So I guess he didn't want answers like he really wanted, like he demanded. And then I heard yesterday from my area leader. He called me and he goes, so you remember that girl you fired like a month and a half ago or so? I was like, yeah. I was like, she threatened to fight another associate, and I told her to leave and never come back. Yeah, because she tried to go in there and tell me how to do scheduling, and then went out and decided to get in an argument with another associate that told her to stop acting the way she was acting because it was upsetting everybody, including the customers. And she threatened to fight her in the parking lot or wait around after her work to meet her in the parking lot or something. I was like, yeah, you need to get off my property and never come back. It's like, I'm not playing that game. Zero tolerance. No. And they were like, well, apparently she's got it in her head that she can call HR and thinks she can transfer to another store or something like that. Apparently another store, their leader, I don't know, is buddy-buddy with them or something. I don't know. but it's not going to happen because they were terminated, and you can't hire back somebody that was terminated. That's just our policy, especially for that. I explained to him, I was like, no, she basically disappeared after that, so we haven't heard from her. I was even surprised she was still in the area because her ex-boyfriend keeps showing up asking if we've seen her because he hasn't heard from her. So, he was like, all right, well, just let anybody know that you terminate, that HR doesn't handle that. HR doesn't care. HR doesn't want to hear from them. Like, they're terminated, they're terminated. Move on, I guess. I don't know. But that was his words. He was like, HR doesn't want to hear from them. There's nothing they can do about it. So, but that's kind of why I need to let my area leader know, like, look, he violated the policy again, literally within a week of his final write-up, and I'm not playing this. I've warned you 100 times, game. Like this, you're just waiting to get robbed. It's not happening. So I have to protect the business. Sorry, not sorry. Gotta do what I gotta do. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh, it's all blurry. You gonna sing happy birthday? You sing happy birthday? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Robert. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Yay! Oh, he's gonna wand.
Pull up on me. One out. One out.
Aww.
Flower in here. One flower in here. Put down here. Because you're special.
Aww. Aww. Happy birthday, dear Paula. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Yay!
What song is it? What song is it? What song did he just play?
Good job.
Can you sing a ball? Can you sing a ball? Let's just sing a song. Can you sing the song? What song is it? I'll put my song. Play that one again? Jingle Bells. No, Jingle Bells.
It's Jingle Bells.
That was Christmas song.
Jingle all the way. Daddy's wrong.
Let me sing a song. Okay? Jingle Bells. Okay?
Thought he was playing
Sing
the
it with
Batman
us.
song.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. All the fun, yes, you ride. Oh, what fun. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
Yeah.
Dashing through the snow.
Yeah, that's
open sleigh.
Oh, bells, jingle bells. Yeah.
Please, we have Paula over here. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to Paula on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Paula. Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Yes.